Welcome everyone to another episode of How Bad Is It? This is the series where I take non-LEGO branded brick building products, always so happy when I get through that part of the intro, and I build them up and answer the question, how bad is it? In today's episode, we've got a Mega Construx set. Is it Mega Construx or Mega Construx? I'm going to go with Construx because I don't say Mega Blokes, I say Mega Blocks. Nonetheless, this is my very first Mega Blocks Construx set that I'll be building. I get a lot of these pieces in yard sale hauls that I promptly get rid of, but the quality really isn't that bad. Like when you're looking at the pieces, they are very similar to Lego, only they don't have the Lego branding on them. So I'm curious to see how this one is. This, of course, is the Pokemon Pikachu set, and I just think he looks cute as heck, and I would love to have this on display, assuming that it is good. But first of all, we have to unbox this and build it, and then finally answer the question, how bad or good is it? I'm actually excited to unbox this just because I think the box is awesome looking. That's gorgeous. I love the angles on it and like the Pokeball coming out here. Question is, how the heck do I get into this? I guess through the bottom here. So we'll cut here. Literally cutting through bags, I think, inside here. I know very little about Pokemon. It's just it's probably the only Pokemon that I could actually name. Charizard, I think, is the other one. Is that him? I don't know. But it's cool looking nonetheless. Everything clear out of there? Yes. Looks like we've got a total of 6 bags if I could count. We've got 6 of them. Are they numbered in any way? Again, I've never built one of their sets before. I don't see any numbers on that. Maybe they're just meant to all be opened at the same time. Again, this isn't a huge set. How many pieces is this? This is 211 pieces. I can't remember what I paid for this. I've had this for a long time, just sitting here waiting for this moment. But here is the manual. And I've been warned that the instructions are kind of difficult to follow. I don't know if I love that, but I think I could get used to it. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, so they've got like red showing where one thing goes and blue showing where the other things go. That is a little different. Not sure why that's necessary, but other than that, I mean, it seems pretty clear. Says the guy that's about to build this and probably get it all wrong, especially considering I think I'm going to do this on a live stream. I'm going to try to build it up. Since I'm building it anyway, I figured I might as well. But there are the instructions. It goes to, oh, they show all the pieces in the back, so that's cool. That's what he's going to look like. Goes to step number 62 to put this together. Yeah, I'm going to give this a go. We'll see how he turns out. And 211 pieces assembled later, we should have this guy sitting in front of us here. Got my stream and time lapse all set up here, and I was just thinking before I build this up, you're probably curious to see or to know how the quality is of the pieces. I would say in terms of quality, this is probably the best quality that I've come across in this series, even though we're pretty early into it. Everything fits pretty nicely. This is weird. Look at the bottom of that. Coming from Lego. You guys see that? That's different. That's really different. Different elements. Cool. That's actually kind of neat. This piece, Lego doesn't have something like that. You can do a lot with these, I suppose. Some of these are pretty similar to what Lego has, like this. And yeah, I just find the bottom of these to be interesting, mostly. I think that's cool. This is what we're used to. And this is what is in here. I'm pretty sure like 99% of the people that are watching this are from the world of Lego. So there you go. You can see some new elements that don't exist, that we don't get to enjoy because Mega Construx or Construx, they got it locked down. I've never built anything like this or with these. I've seen these in yard sales though. We can definitely see some Pikachu printed pieces in here. What that is, I have no idea. All kinds of new stuff. But anyways, I'll stop talking about these elements and I'll come back with you once it's all finished and show you what comes of this. Oh boy, just finished my very first Mega Construx set, and it was a brutal experience. Not because Mega Blocks are bad, or Mega Construx I should say, are bad, or because the pieces didn't fit together well or the model was bad. None of that. I loved everything about it. The thing that I didn't love comes purely from being a Lego person and not a Mega Construx person, and that was some of the elements that you have to deal with with this. In fact, if you look at the very first step, I made a mistake here very early on that I didn't realize until way later. They use these different type of plates. You see this plate right here, coming from the world of Lego, that looks fairly normal. This one right here, a little bit different. And they have to tell you every time one of these comes up in the manual here, like, okay, use this one, don't use that one. I didn't follow the rules on the very first step, and I put the wrong piece in there. And I didn't realize it until way later when I was building his foot. I needed one of those. In fact, I'll take it off here. I'll probably come to regret this as I take this off. But I needed that piece that I put on to step 1, and it wasn't there. So I ended up having to go on the hunt for it. And luckily, it wasn't too bad to find it. But I was just messing up like crazy. I don't know if a part of it was from streaming it, which I probably shouldn't have done. But I was just screwing this setup like absolutely wildly. And it was just a tale of perseverance that it's even done here. But he looks good, I think. There's a lot of articulation with this. I don't love this. Again, it's just a personal preference, and that's what a lot of this is. It's just like you come from the world of Lego, and some of these things are a little different. There are some really great pieces in here, as I showed you earlier before we did the time lapse, which I'm sure was an absolute nightmare. It's gonna be a miracle if that even worked. I haven't looked at it yet, but I don't really love these things coming out of here, so I'm gonna take those out just to show you what I think Pikachu should look like. I think he looks super darn cute like that, but his head turns in every direction. And what I love about this is that these are all prints. There's no stickers on this set at all printed pieces, and his head turns in every direction. In fact, you could go full on Exorcist with this, but yeah, it looks good, and there's no studs anywhere. That's one of my favorite things. I was asked in the stream, what's your favorite thing about this build? And it was that there's no studs exposed. His arms are really nice, lots of articulation there. You can put him in pretty much any pose, and his legs move as well, just like that. So that's all really nice. His tail also articulates. As an action figure, it's really well done. Like, I'm really happy with this. But there was one other thing that really messed me up, and I'm gonna have to bring you in to show you this. It was all these extra pieces. In the world of Lego, we oftentimes have extra pieces, right? But a piece like this and this piece and this one, you would think that those are pieces that you missed and you didn't put on. And based on my experience while I was building this, I was like, I'm 100% sure that I messed up. So I went through the manual and found where that one piece is, and it turns out it's already on them. Same for these. And I confirmed with another person that built these, or built this, that these are in fact the extra pieces you should have. And Mega Construx gives you a lot of extra pieces, which I guess is a good thing. Like, if you're trying to beast up your collection, maybe it's nice to have all of those extras. But I got super paranoid when I was doing this. Like, man, I messed something up royally. And hopefully it turns out that I didn't. Everything looks good on them. There was no exposed things, and those few pieces where I was supposed to use them, they're on there. I mean, I could still be wrong, but I spent some time looking back, and I'm sure the people in the live stream had some fun with me with it. But, you know, he turned out pretty darn nice, and I'm really happy with it. I know Clark, man, my son, if you're just finding us through this video for some reason, because this is a different audience. The Mega Construx versus Lego people, I feel like it's a little different audience. My son's going to love this. He's 6 years old, and as a 6-year-old, I don't think he could build this, even though it does say 7+ on it. But if you took your time with it, maybe with some adult supervision, if you are looking to buy this for a younger builder, you could probably pull it off. You just got to take your time, maybe not be live streaming and not be multitasking while you do it. But yeah, he's just super adorable, and I'm very happy with it. I'm going to put his electric charge things back on. I don't really know much about Pokemon, but I'll put those back on so you can see what he looks like one last time here, fully constructed. We'll just go like that, and of course we'll put that one in as well, and there you go. You got yourself a Pikachu. Totally awesome build. Not bad at all, actually. I quite like the model, and I'm really stoked about Mega Construx because of something that's coming up. I've had this Pikachu sitting for a little while waiting to be built, and in the meantime, a couple other Mega Construx sets have popped up, including a Halo set, which I'm like really excited about, and a Hot Wheels set as well that I know Clark is gonna love. So I am glad that this was a good set, because I have 2 more to share with you in the future, but not in consecutive weeks. Next week, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different, something that's been in my backlog for a while that was sent to us in the mail, our very first Kobe set. So in the next episode of How Bad Is It, we're going to be building this historical collection. This is a Super Marine Spitfire MK9, I guess. And I'm curious to see how this is. I've heard a lot of good things. And maybe How Bad Is It is actually turning into How Good Is It? Because in this case, the answer that you're looking for to your question of how bad is it, the Pokemon Pikachu, It's actually pretty good. I would recommend this to you. Just be careful with the build, like I mentioned. And tune in next week for our very first military plane build made by Kobe. I'm excited about this, and I love this series. I hope you're enjoying it as well. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here with me, all the people that came to the stream and endured my my Pikachu build. I really appreciate you guys. I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I hope you are too. So thank you for watching, and as always, have a glorious day. We'll see you in the next Pikachu video. That's actually this. You don't have to cover your eyes. You're going to fall down the stairs.
Pikachu!
Yes, sir.
Pikachu! Give me that camera!
Get away from me!
What kind of animal do you think he is?
I think he's a squirrel.
I feel like...
They said he's a mouse.
Really? Why do they say he's a mouse?
I don't know. That's not a mouse tail. That's a squirrel tail. What is a Pikachu? I don't know.
I feel like he might be a, like, rabbit. A big tail rabbit.
Oh, he does have long ears like a rabbit. Big tail rabbit.
Bow.
We'll go with that.